Step into a world where culture speaks beyond words, bridging hearts and minds. Hello, this is your DJ Sujung for Culture Crunch. Crunch on a new flavour of K-culture with me every day.
안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to a brand new week on the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment with a special focus on webtoon-based dramas today, K-trends, K-technicians, K-everything. And we'll do all of that together with our Monday co-host, Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Happy Monday, Soa, and happy Monday, everyone. Stick around for K-Enter because I've got some great news for you today.
And we also have our culture correspondent, Song Yoo-jin, with us today. Welcome, Yoo-jin.
It's been a while. Hi, Walter. Hi, Soa. And hello to all the viewers of the Culture Wave. I'm Song Yoo-jin, Arirang News culture correspondent.
Yoo-jin, today you brought us an interesting topic on an interesting profession that maybe many people are not even aware of. So what do you have for us today?
Right. It all started with me thinking about how not all important and great work is in the spotlight. I want to take this show, for example, while three of us are in front of the camera, we have a team of incredibly talented people who are working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring the culture wave to our viewers every day.
Of course.
And I think that that also applies for art. While there are some people who dedicate their entire lives to creating it, there are also those who are working tirelessly behind the scenes to restore it and preserve it. And so today I have a story about a group of skilled technicians who ensure that our cultural treasures stand the test of time. Let's first take a look.
At a glance, these two paintings may seem identical. But look closer, and you'll start to spot differences. The one on the left has stains, areas where paint has peeled or faded, imperfections that are absent in the one on the right. This transformation is the work of future National Heritage Maintenance Technicians. National Heritage Maintenance Technicians are certified professionals responsible for preserving Korea's cultural treasures, from paintings to historic buildings, as close to their original state as possible.
So every year, the Heritage Education Institute offers a training program to really nurture experts in the conservation, restoration, and repair of national heritage. And here at the Insa Art Center in Seoul, works by graduates of last year's program are on display.
Since these students are not yet licensed, they have recreated existing pieces to showcase their craftsmanship. One such piece is this Joseon Dynasty-style checkerboard, crafted with a turtle shell top and a tiger design made from ox horn. And this is the original housed at the National Folk Museum of Korea.
I first crafted the wooden base, then applied hemp cloth, layered lacquer, and added decorative elements. What I loved most about this program was collaborating across different fields. This piece, for example, includes mineral pigments used in the Dantong traditional paintwork.
The exhibition features 101 student works. Students can choose from 15 courses in the program, including lacquering, woodworking, paintwork, and imitation.
We started with 40 students in 2012 and now have over 120 graduates each year. I can feel the growing public interest, which I think is due to more people recognizing the importance of cultural heritage.
The steady rise in technicians reflects this growing awareness, with over 13,000 now working in the field. Although they're called technicians, they are, in fact, artists in their own right.
Restoring heritage requires highly specialized skills, using the same techniques as in the past. In this sense, these experts play a central role in preserving and protecting our cultural heritage.
Though these technicians often work behind the spotlight, their hands keep history alive, preserving its timeless beauty. A craft rarely acknowledged, but absolutely essential.
I think preserving traditional crafts is key to protecting our national identity and history. That's why we need experts who safeguard not just the artistic value of artifacts, but also their cultural and historical significance. I really hope to be part of that work.
They're the guardians of Korea's national heritage, ensuring that its beauty endures for generations to come.
National Heritage Maintenance Technician. Now I'll never forget about this profession, and I think it's really a rewarding job, I have to say, and very noble profession as well. And I think you must have been very excited to meet these future technicians, Yujin.
Right.
So for anyone who wants to know more about this exhibition, do you have more information on it?
Right. I think the most important thing is that the exhibition is until today, so the clock is ticking. And as I mentioned in my report, there are a total of 101 pieces that are on display. They range from traditional decorative painting, imitation works, lacquering, woodwork, metal fittings, and gold plating. So with so many on display, I think some of our viewers might wonder, where should they start in this exhibition? So the Korea Heritage Service recommends 4 pieces, which is a checkerboard featured in my report, a replica of the Changdeokgung Palace Hangryangjeong Pavilion ceiling, an imitation of a Buddhist painting from Daeheungsang Temple in Jeollanam province, and last but not least, a peony flower latticework door from Purulgapsa Temple, also in Jeollanam-do.
Now, actually, you mentioned that these graduates yet don't have their licenses, right? So what does it take to become a certified technician or National Heritage Maintenance Technician?
Well, in order for you to become a certified technician, you obviously have to sign up for the National Certification Exam. And the sign-up period for this year's exam is coming up next week from February 17th to 21st. So the test has a total of 24 categories, each involving an interview and a practical test. And this test is scheduled for April. So once you pass the test, that means that you become a certified technician, which qualifies you to work directly on national heritage sites.
Well, good luck to all of those who are taking the exam this year. And maybe in that way, we'll be able to see more of these works displayed at the exhibition that you introduced to us today. And for those who want to make a last-minute trip, maybe you, Walter, it's not too late.
Yes, I better just go quickly.
You should hurry.
But please stay for the rest of the show. And thank you, Yujin. We'll see you next time.
My pleasure.
See you next time.
Time for our daily dose of K-Enter News with Walter Lee. And starting off with news on Squid Game Season 2.
Yes, exactly. The Netflix series Squid Game Season 2 has won the Best Foreign Language Series at the 30th Critics' Choice Awards held in Los Angeles last Friday, a major ceremony in the US film and television industry. Now, Squid Game first made history in 2022 by becoming the first Korean drama to win at the Critics' Choice Awards with its first season. At the time, Squid Game won Best Foreign Language Series, and while the lead actor Lee Jung-jae received the Best Award for Best Actor. Now, the awards are organized by the Critics' Choice Association, a group of over 600 film and television critics from both the US and also Canada as well. Meanwhile, Squid Game 3 is set to be released on June 27th, so just a couple of months away, and it will be interesting to see if they can make it a hat trick of the Best Foreign Language Series category, so let's just wait and see.
Let's wait and see, and congratulations to Squid Game Season 2, and really I can't wait for that 3rd season, the final season to come out. Now, let's move on to news on Rosé.
Yes, I feel like we should call this segment Kayenta and Rose, as she's got to be one of our favorite people that we definitely report on. Not the favorite, but one of our favorites.
And I can tell she is your favorite out of the Blackpink members.
Yes, of
Walter.
course. But Rose has once again claimed the top spot with her collaboration apart with Bruno Mars on the Billboard Global 200 chart released on Saturday. Now, Apart climbed one spot from number 2 last week to number 1 spot, reclaiming that number 1 position. Meanwhile, Rosé's Apart continues to dominate the ranks of the UK officials singles chart, currently sitting at the number 2 position, so doing extremely well. Now, fellow Blackpink member Jennie also made her entry into the UK charts as well, debuting at number 64 with her latest single, Love Hangover, the pre-release track from her solo album.
Such proud moments to see Korean pop music doing so well on the Western charts.
It is.
And staying with news on K-pop, we move on to boy group Stray Kids.
We do. So on Sunday evening, boy group Stray Kids' music video, God's Menu, became the first by a 4th generation K-pop group to surpass 500 million views with a single music video. Now, God's Menu is on their first full-length album, Go Live, which was released in June of 2020. Now, just 2 days before God's Menu hit 500 million views, the music video for Thunderous from their second full album, No Easy, surpassed 400 million views on Friday, so they're doing very well on YouTube. So Stray Kids is also breaking records, not just on YouTube, but also with their concerts as well. Now, Stray Kids World Tour, Dominate, is set to draw a record-breaking 2.2 million attendees, making it the most attended K-pop tour in history for a single tour. Now, kicking off back in August 2024, Dominate includes 55 concerts across 34 cities worldwide. Now, this is actually Stray Kids' largest tour to date, with additional shows added due to the overwhelming demand, including the solo concerts in Latin America as well as Europe.
Wow, definitely dominating many of those records there. Thank you very much, Walter, for these K-Enter updates, and don't go anywhere.
I won't go anywhere.
And now we turn to our AI anchor, Ari, for more culture-related news.
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. Korea's Park Yoon-jae has made history by winning the top prize at the 2025 Prix de Lausanne, becoming the first South Korean ballerino to claim the title in the prestigious competition. The 16-year-old secured the victory at the Beaulieu Theatre in Switzerland on Saturday, local time. Widely regarded as one of the most esteemed ballet competitions in the world, the Prix de Lausanne is open to dancers aged 15 to 18. Celebrated ballerina Kang Soo-jin was the first Korean to clinch a top spot at the competition in 1985. Seoul is expanding its traditional jang classes to celebrate the listing of Korea's jang-making culture on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List. The Seoul Agricultural Technology Center will open additional jang-making classes to include gochujang or red pepper paste, cheonggukjang or fermented soybean paste, and others, to its existing courses. Open to Seoul residents, the program consists of 7 sessions featuring hands-on demonstrations by master jang-makers. Registration opens tomorrow via the Seoul Public Service reservation website. The Jeonju International Film Festival Organizing Committee is recruiting volunteers to support festival operations. A total of 400 volunteers will be hired across 24 categories, including Korean film, international film, and public relations. Adults aged 18 and older residing in Korea are eligible to apply through March 5th. Foreign nationals proficient in Korean can apply under the general recruitment category. The 26th Jeonju International Film Festival will take place from April 30th to May 9th. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more cultural updates and insightful discussions ahead.
If you're a K-drama watcher, you may already have become a fan of the Netflix series The Trauma Code: Heroes on Call. But have you also heard about Trauma Center Golden Hour? That's the title of the webtoon that The Trauma Code is based on. Today, we want to explore the popularity of webtoon-based K-content that is captivating viewers around the world. And for that, we're joined by culture critic Professor Ji Hae-won at Kyung University's Arts and Cultural Management Program. Welcome, Professor Ji.
Hello. Good afternoon.
So, Professor Ji, let's begin with the success of the latest K-dramas that have been adapted from webtoons. So why don't we start with the medical drama, The Trauma Code: Heroes on Call?
Right. The Trauma Code: Heroes on Call is a Netflix's original series and has reached #1 in 14 countries already, including Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan since it released on January 24th. So it became the Netflix's most watched non-English TV shows worldwide, surpassing Squid Game 2.
Wow.
So as you mentioned, the series is adapted from a webtoon. Well, actually, it was a web novel first, and then it transferred to the webtoon of the same name. And it is a story about the surgeon at an emergency trauma center at a university hospital, and it is inspired by the real-life events. So this drama reflects the real life of Dr. Lee Guk-jong. So he actually, who has treated numerous critical trauma cases and gained national recognition for his work. So of course the series is not real though. So it is basically a fantasy hero action drama, but it's a medical drama. So the main character Baek Kang-hyuk, played by Chu Ji-hoon, is definitely a superhero. So he's a doctor, but he's a superhero. So and as a medical drama, the way it tells a story is quite new on TV. So it is more likely webtoon or web novel type of storytelling. It's very fast and somewhat unrealistic, but the theme of itself is very serious. And it's probably because the original creator of the novel is a real-life doctor, Lee Nak-jun. So he is a doctor, and he wrote the novel, web novel. So, and he shares the reality of the medical field. So now the many fans are hoping there will be the second season. So I guess it will return sooner or later.
I mean, I'm in the midst of watching it right now, and I have to agree, it is fun because it is unrealistic in some ways, and then again, realistic in some ways.
And we've been keeping an eye on this drama for the past couple of weeks, talking about it on the show. And we know that it's doing very well. But what other K webtoon adaptations have been at the center of attention lately?
TV's Study Group is another one. So it depicts a fierce college entrance story that take place when the main character Yoon Ga-min, who wants to do well in school, but he's only talented in fighting skills. So he forms a study group, and he tries to attend a 4-year university and to focus on his studies. So this series is also based on the popular Korean webtoon of the same name, and the famous K-pop star Hwang Min-hyun plays the main character. So TVing actually has produced several webtoon-based high school action dramas so far, such as Pyramid Game and Duty After School, and these have attracted many younger audiences, especially and in the Asian countries actually.
Because many Asian countries have a similar, education systems or that similar competitiveness like we have here in Korea. And Professor Ji, the reason why we're actually seeing all these webtoons being turned into these K-dramas is because they have been proven already successful in the past years. Just on the top of my head, I can think of Itaewon Class and also All of Us Are Dead, etc. So what aspects of Korean webtoons appeal to drama makers?
Right. The drama makers have been increasingly producing TV dramas adapted from a web novel or webtoons, and that's basically because they try to cope with a downturn in the advertising markets and the rising production cost and the shrinking viewership in the content industry. So, and especially as the webtoon has gained popularity in South Korea, so many production companies started turning to the webtoon industry, which already have a lot of original works, and they were readily adaptable to the TV series. So these adaptations could take advantage from the original materials, establish the reputation already, and loyal fan base. So the fans actually, they would translate naturally into drama viewership as well. So in terms of producing the webtoon or web novel-based dramas, unlike traditional drama production, which typically begins with a script writer's original concept, but the process of adapting a webtoon starts with an existing piece of work and searching for the right script writer for it. And the next step would be casting the right actors who perfectly match the characters in the webtoon.
So many elements that you have to focus on when turning these webtoons into K-dramas. And we also want to talk about this specific artist's work, Kang-pul or Kang-ful, because he successfully transformed his works Light Shop and Moving into series, which are mystery and superhero works. Right. And Moving, actually, interestingly, it was a Disney Plus series, which even went to the public broadcaster NBC and just ended yesterday. I just watched the last episode of the first series. So what do you think are the key factors of the show's popularity by Kang-pul?
Kang-pul. Yeah, Kang-pul is actually one of the writers whose work were transformed to the live action contents many times. So before Moving and The Light Shop, some of his works were already adapted to films or TV dramas such as The Neighbors, 26 Years, Full, 바보, and Late Blossoms, 그대를 사랑합니다. So 그대를 사랑합니다 is actually transferred to films and TV dramas as well. So however, Moving was the first production written by Kang-pul himself. So he scriptwrites the dramas for the first time, and it was globally acclaimed, produced by Disney Plus in 2023. So you saw the NBC, the Moving on NBC, so they distributed it to the NBC after they finished all the series on the Disney Plus. But you can also watch the Moving on the Disney Plus as well.
All right.
So The Light Shop is the second work of the Kang-pul series on Disney Plus, and it has captivated viewers with a unique blend of reality and fantasy since it released in last December. So actually, Moving is a superhero story that centers around people with the supernatural powers inherited from their parents. And The Light Shop explores the mystery of the lighting shop visited by the people, and they are staying in between life and death. So basically, they are two different things. They are different. But Kang-pul's work, including Light Shop, Moving, and his another work, Timing, tells individual character stories and within the connected storylines. So these work exist in a shared universe with overlapping characters. So we call it Kang-pul universe. So at the end of The Light Shop, the audiences could find it would be connected to Moving, and he's another webtoon, Timing, and it would be so interesting to follow how they are connected to each other.
So you can't stop watching all of the series.
Yes, of course. And even though Kang-pul's creation are connected, but each of them has very special tone as well.
Right.
Interesting, yeah, to see all the universes connected into one. But what are the strengths of a webtoon-based dramas, and what are the elements needed to, let's say, translate the unique charm of webtoons into dramas?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the loyal fandom is definitely the strength of the webtoon-based TV series. And however, it is also challenging to satisfy their expectation, though. One of the key elements to transferring the webtoon into live-action versions would be how to translate the characters in reality and cast the perfect actors to play. So revising plot is also essential factor, because the webtoon generally consists of more than 100 episodes uploaded over years. So the creators of TV series should pick or rearrange, revise or rewrite the storylines considering different platforms and different audiences.
So are there, I guess you kind of just touched upon it then, but are there any other challenges or side effects in terms of producing shows based on webtoons or web novels?
For producers, I think the preferring to produce webtoon or web novel-based TV series is kind of inevitable because there is a high demand of safer and more universal stories. However, this trend brings that the creator and the producers are competing too much to secure well-crafted original works and has led the relatively decline in the interest in developing original works, potentially impacting emerging writers and the directors by reducing their opportunities. So the industry, I think the industry must balance the safety of proven works with the need to foster innovation and creativity.
One final question, Professor Ji. Very briefly, there has been an increase in the production of overseas dramas that are based on K-webtoons. So how do you see the success on the global stage?
Right, there are several series based on the K-webtoons or K-novels. So some popular Korean webtoons already adapted to international drama series. So I think more K-webtoons and K-dramas will be adapted to, transferred to the overseas series. The Neighbor romance webtoon series Take Me, I'm Yours were remade as a Japanese drama series, and Kakao webtoon series Aquaman is already set to be remade into a Japanese series to be broadcast in the later this year. And another Kakao webtoon, Nth Romance, N번째 Romance, is being remade into a Taiwanese drama series to be broadcast in Taiwan at the end of the 2025.
So maybe we'll also see more interest into the original webtoon series from abroad once they watch these dramas. Well, thank you very much, Professor Ji, for your insights today.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Walter. As always, we'll see you back here right tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Please join us again tomorrow on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.
How to survive in Korea. Cafes. Step 1. Find a seat. Before ordering, find a seat. Laptop ID, smartphone, jacket, whatever the command.